Beis v'hine oz lashon koach. Now oz is a language of strength. Ke'inyan ha'one amen yehish miraba b'chol kocho. Like the idea of somebody who answers amen yehish miraba with all their strength. Shiyom shachmen b'chinas shmei rabbe b'malchus chulu, that will draw down from his great name into malchus and so forth. V'zeu al yidei Torah shenikra oz. And that's through Torah, that's called the strength. So that's b'chol kocho. What does it mean? Saying amen yehish miraba with the strength, that means with the strength of Torah. That the name, meaning Malchus, should be greatened, or you should draw down from the Shmei Rabbah into Malchus. Berabos, Vaera, Parshas, Ma'u levushu shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in Medrash Rabbah Vaera, it asks, what is this garment of the Holy One, blessed be He? Oz, its strength. Shenamar lavash Hashem Oz, that Hashem has, like it says, that Hashem has worn a garment of strength. V'ayin b'likuti Torah b'tilim u'b'kavanos Shabbos shem taf yud nimin darichaim bin chulu. And look in Likuti Torah in Tilim and in the kavanos of Shabbos, that refers to the 410 strands from Arich and so forth. Ein sham b'pritz chaim sof perek ches. Ki hine Shimshon agibur al yidei hasayrus nazir yiyechulu. Now Shimshon, the strong man, through his hairs of the nazir, he would be, and so forth. He became strong through his hairs. So it's a concept of Cyrus. Mizen imshach hagvura v'hu inyan esek haTorah, and the strength. Then that's a concept of the study of Torah. Kvutzosav taltalim tilei tilim chulu, that his hairs are strands, and the Chazal or Doresh that refers to tilim shel halachos, the pinnacles of the law. So that's hinted to by hairs, and that's the concept of strength of Shimshon. V'zeu oz melech, and that's the concept of the strength of the king. Torah shebal peh malchus karinan la. That's the oral Torah. We call it kingship. Ve'esek haTorah nusin koach b'nefesh elokis, and the study of Torah gives strength to the divine soul. Vayin mashikos u'b'dibur ha'maschil v'ata yignol na koach. And look in the Mamer, and you should greaten our strength. The Tav Kuf Samech Gimel, the Kayal Torah, that this refers to Torah. So when it says, and you should, when Moshe says Ata Yigdalna, that refers to Torah as well. When you have the concept of greatening of strength, of koach, so that's also a concept of Torah. V'hinei tzadik asak b'tilim lamed alef yutes. So you have the concept of the tzaddik asak in Tilim. Pirush Rashi lashon davar gadol v'kasha. So that means a strong tzaddik. Rashi says it's a language of something big and hard. Kemo asku gam avruchulu, like it says that they were strong and they also passed over and so forth. Yov kafalef v'chein lemechase atik. So to the pasuk, and as a strong covering, b'yishayis of simin chav gimel lashon chozik v'chashuv, language of strength and importance. V'razal amru al pasuk lemechase atik, and our sages said that on this verse, as a strong covering, as a covering of atik yomin, b'chinas atik yomin, that this refers to the covering of atik yomin of the Ancient of Days. If so that's where this is coming from. That's the shoresh, where this strength comes from. And as is known from the concept of eitan, like maskele eitan, it comes from the strength, the etzem of the neshama, or from the chozik of Gvuras Atik and so forth. V'im kein b'chinas oz u'ma'oz shu gam kein chozik v'koach shor nimshach me b'chinas atik yamin chulu. And if so, the concept of strength, and the source of strength is which is a concept of, which is also a language of chozek, of strength and koach. So it's drawn from Atik Yomin and so forth, or Mashakas of the Oz Mitzad Gvura. And this, it's that it says that strength is from Gvura, L'chora not from Atik. We can Yeshlomar Gvura Inut Simtsum. We can say the fact that it's coming from Gvura is not because that it's becoming confined and hidden, Ela al derech yadam nefesh, but rather the concept of that, like the flow of blood comes from, is the soul. And that's the concept of strength, of the gvuros of the dam, as it that it flows. It's a strength of hamshacha. Adam aleph dam, that Adam is made up of aleph and dam. It's that the aleph, you have this concept of life from the blood, and the aleph is usually pele or keser. Berabos, או כמעט ימין, אי אפשר להיות המשך בפנימיס, אריך אנפין, אלא על ידי גבורה. Now, or you could say that from the level of Atik Yamin, you cannot draw down into an inner way, into Arich, only through Gvura. כמו שכוסו בדיבור המסחיל סוססיס, and that's why it says you should show yourself with the beauty of the haughtiness of your strength on all the dwellers of the earth and so forth, meaning to say, to reveal this level, to draw down the revelation from the concept of Malchus of Ein Sof bebichinas pnimis, in an inner way. So Malchus is the strength of Hashem's kingship that's being revealed below in an inner way. That's v'hofa b'hadar gonu zechal kol yoshvei sevel v'u'inyan yiruchud kutshubrichu ushchinte. And this revelation is a concept of the uniting the Holy One, blessed be He, and the Shechina. Kamoshin Isbor b'diabura maskelahav in pirashinyan yud gimel midus mikel kamocha chulu. Like it explains in the Mamer, to understand the idea of the 13 attributes of Micha, Mikel Kamocha and so forth, Shu Inyan Yud and Vav in Yud Gimel Tikunei Dikna, which is the concept of the Yuds and the Vavs of the Yud Gimel Tikunei Dikna, as is known with the Yichud Hadikna in the Kavanos. Shehem Hamshachos Bebechinas Penimis, that's drawing down the Yud Gimel Midos in an inner way. Shayidizeh V'yeda Kol Paul, that's usually the Kavanos before Rosh Hashanah. You have the Yichud HaDikna during Elul, you have the Yud Gimel Midas Rachamim in preparation for Rosh Hashanah. Shal Yidei Zevi Yidei Kol Paul, then that's when you have that all the that you have caused will know you, that you caused them. V'zeu inyan Mateu Zecha, and that's the concept of the staff of your strength. Yishlach Hashem in Tzion Chulu, that Hashem will send from Tzion, and so forth. So perhaps the concept of Tzion here is also referring to the fact that it's coming from this level of Atik, the Mateos, Vinyan Yachzik b'ma'uzi Yaseh Shalom lichulu, and you also have this idea of you will hold on to my strength, and peace will be made for me, and so forth. Again, a concept of Yachzik, of Ma'oz, also coming from this level, l'chora. And that's why the Beis HaMikdash is referred to the haughtiness of your strength. Like in the Navi it says, in Yechezkel, that he's going to destroy Ge'on Uschem. So we see that Ge'on Uschem refers to the Beis HaMikdash. So it says, so when we say V'hadar Ge'on Uzecha, so Ge'on Oz is the haughtiness of the strength, refers to the Beis HaMikdash, so we're saying here then that refers to the level of Atik, the Yud Gimel Midos. The Pirush Rashi Parshas Bechukos like Vav Yutes Ach Tzarich lios gamkein shmateshes koach nefesh bahamis, but it also has to have this weakening of the strength of the animal soul. And that's why the Torah is also called a weakener. Oh, that's why it's an Oz and a Toshia. Because the strength of the animalistic soul is drawn from the world of Tohu and so forth, for Naflu, when it fell down. And that's why the animalistic urges have a very strong strength, because they come from a high place. And you have to draw down from even higher. And that's why we say we have to save the Yechida from the young lions, because it will fill the destruction. So when you have the destruction, so you like in Tzor, filled the destruction of Yerushalayim, it took over. So when you have the Shviras HaKelim, like the breaking of the Beis HaMikdash, which is the opposite of the Gaon Oz, so you have Amla'ah Charava, you have the filling of Yavinika Klipa, which is like the Shviras HaKelim from Olam HaTohu, the Shvira of the Kelim, in opposition to the Beis HaMikdash.